Attention, citizens.
Hello.
I am under the water. Please help me.
Welcome back, my friends. If you're new here, I am Lance. If you're returning, welcome back. Now, I want to give a big shout out for Nick and Virus for our next Dee Shanell video we're going to react to. Teachers and students don't dress for school anymore, and it shows. Hate to see what it's like anymore. Is it like it's like these girls are going to the nightclub? That's probably what it's going to be like. Mini skirts and like club dresses and shit. And we're going to find out. I'll leave the link for Dee Shanell down below so you can check out her channel and become a subscriber, a channel member, a Patreon member.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dee. About to react to
Dee.
this vid by Janae Daniel. It's titled "Nobody Dresses for School Anymore," and it shows. Oh, you know what I saw recently? That teacher bae situation, and that was very sad. I mean, that's different. That's, you know, the teachers being weird and like trying to be sexy in school. It's just very gross shit taking place these days in school. But I think this focuses on the students, or maybe both. I don't know. But let's see what's on here. Let's watch.
Let's find
Girl,
out.
these kids going to school looking like they look like bona fide. All you
I
see
say
is
that.
cheek, belly buttons, and
This is too much, though. I'm glad the faces are being blurred because, yes, they're children. But, yeah, this is kind of wild.
shirts with rubber bands.
Why do you want to be the sexy teacher?
Oh, this is the teacher bae I saw.
Ring up.
Weird ass bitch.
Body con.
Why would you wear this to school with these club heels on? Girl, go to hell. You ain't teaching my kid with this bullshit on. I would go to the principal and demand that my child be taken out of her class. Because are you trying to seduce my child? Like, what is the purpose of this? This is not appropriate attire to be a teacher, in my opinion. Obviously, you can wear what you want, and nobody is saying that you have to, you know, be dressed homey or whatever, but you don't have to do this. This literally looks like she's about to go out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To party, to a club.
Yeah.
Like, girl.
Dress or a body con skirt is bananas. There are these.
And she calls herself teacher bae at that. So it's like you're trying to build this narrative that, oh, you're a bae and oh, I'm cute. And why are you trying to be cute at work when you're around these children? Who are you trying to be cute for? The children? You PDF?
That are just dressing in bras going to school.
Having a huge BBL in your post.
This is also inappropriate. First off, this looks like it's just your bare ass. Why would you pick this color? That's the same, damn near the same color as your body. It just already looks crazy. Because first glance, you would be like, "Oh my gosh, she naked."
That's why
you know. But it's like, okay, these are pants, but that's how skin tight they are. Why are you wearing skin tight pants around the children? And all tight on your fucking BBL. Why do you even have a BBL as a teacher? I don't care. It might be a hot take, but I don't think you should have a BBL when you're a teacher. And I know you got that BBL with your teacher money. I don't think you got the BBL before pursuing your teacher career. I don't think that's the case. I think you took your teacher money to get a BBL. And why do you want a BBL around kids? And obviously you have another life outside of them, but I don't give a fuck. You at school a lot and kids is looking at your ass, your BBL that you bought. Fuck out of here, you ain't teaching my kid with no BBL.
Like, this is my outfit for the day. This is my teacher's outfit. You're turning around.
And yeah, you trying to look sexy for the children.
I'm surprised I didn't see camel toe. I am so surprised by that. I thought she would. I'm glad she brought that. I thought she was naked.
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
This is what happens when you get main character syndrome, in my opinion. Common sense, professionalism just goes out the window. Just say goodbye. Bye.
And then, like, you're posing at the school.
Hell, jail.
That's not appropriate.
I don't know if you're preparing them for the school year or for the.
Hello.
There's been a huge shift in how people show up to school, and it's starting to blur certain boundaries that at one time were very obvious. We're now seeing students wearing back to school outfits that are more suited for.
She should be sent home.
She should definitely be sent home.
That's how it was when I went to school. Is that if you would be sent home if you have clothes on that are too revealing.
The weekend, then it went.
Why is that not implemented anymore?
Wednesday morning, from mini skirts to low cut shirts. A lot of the outfits we see young people in.
Did you see this one girl? That thing was. She had to like do this. If you have to do that, you need a size bigger. You need to put on some clothes. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Now, they didn't dress like this when I was in school. Yeah, if I was a principal or a teacher, I said, no, you got it. No. You better put a sweater on top of that. That's for an 18-year-old going out, at least. This is a lot of the parents' fault. You gotta monitor your fucking kids with a little bit more than this. Jesus fucking Christ. Get out of the fucking strip club or out of the crack den and fucking pay attention to your fucking kids.
Okay, work.
Today would have earned you a zip-up hoodie from the Lost and Found
or that
and a pink write-up
exactly
slip before first period.
Exactly.
And what makes it even more confusing is the teacher handing you that write-up slip is in skin-tight clothing and has 3 shirt buttons unbuttoned. In this video, I'm not trying to bring back toxic dress code. We're going to talk about how the school standard shifted and how outfits that once used to cross the line are now the new normal. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy. I know you don't just get those out for free, but hopefully at the end of this video, we become bestie enough for you to take that next step. There was a time when school dress codes were taken very seriously. Back in the early 1900s, schools didn't even have official uniforms because there was already this expected dress code. You came to school looking neat, polished, and covered.
This group is our idea of the proper school attire and social behavior.
This was excessive.
Junior high students.
I mean, it's cute
Skirts,
though.
slacks, button-ups, cardigans. The dress code wasn't plastered on the wall, but everyone understood it. And that mainly was because school was treated like a professional environment. Not to mention it showed respect for the space, your peers, and your teachers. You wouldn't show up in pajamas or spaghetti.
Okay, never mind. That's what I'm used to. Kids did show up in pajamas. Okay, but they were not sent home for wearing pajamas, but they were sent home for showing too much skin.
Straps, and if you did,
But yeah, I don't think that's appropriate either. You should not be wearing pajamas at school.
No.
I never did that. I thought that was dirty and nasty. I'm like, are y'all wearing those same pajamas to sleep that night? Like, y'all, what's happening here? That's nasty.
be turned right back around.
I mean, it's also a little bit of self-respect too. Give yourself a little bit of self-respect. When you go out through those doors, a little bit of self-respect. At least act like you gave a shit, even though you don't give a shit about your education. You just, it's a social class. Act like you have a little effort, just a smidge of effort. It's good for you. Oh Jesus! It's good for your own self-esteem, your own mental. You feel better about yourself. Like, okay, I put a little effort in. You don't have to put a full face of makeup on, but at least wash your face. Maybe splash some cool water in your face. Get the sleep out of your eyes. That was the other thing. And brush your goddamn teeth too. There was a lot of kids that had some stank ass, fire ass breath. Well, brush your goddamn fucking teeth. I had to smell that shit. Your dragon ass breath in an art club. Fuck you.
And sent home to change.
Hemline length had to be below the knee. No dungarees. Dungarees were a big style at the time, in part because Marilyn Monroe wore them. And when Marilyn wore dungarees, a lot of girls said, wow, I'm wearing dungarees. Now, what happened if you didn't follow these rules? Well, first, you got disciplined. You got sent to the principal's office. 2, you kind of got publicly humiliated. The school shamed you for wearing those clothes.
Now, this mindset started to shift when schools wanted students to have the choice to express themselves more.
Of course, by the end of the 1960s, this dress code thing was collapsing. And I think a student took a case to the Supreme Court about wearing an armband. Armbands were making a statement against Vietnam War black armbands. And the student won.
So instead of enforcing uniforms, they started to become a bit more laid back to dress codes. Now, when I say laid back, I'm being very generous because I was in school around the late 2010s, and trust me when I say the dress code could get brutal. There was the arm length test, the fingertip rule, no ripped jeans, and if you did wear ripped jeans, you had to wear leggings underneath them because, knees. If your shoulder was visible, immediate no. I don't think these kids nowadays understand how easy they have it.
I mean, yeah, and it definitely is very, very heavily dependent on the school you went to. Obviously, it varies because that was not the case at all. You can show shoulders. Yeah. Too much skin was basically like if your skirt was way too short or your belly was showing, you had a complete... If it was just like a little midriff and a little bit of it was showing, that wasn't a big deal. But if your whole ass belly is out, then it's like, okay, you're doing too much. There wasn't an issue with like distressed jeans or shoulders or anything like that. But again, that varies school to school.
They wearing crop tops.
See, now in my school, when I was in high school, Abercrombie and jeans was really big, and they had like the issues they had with their distressed jeans, that they had like big holes in their legs. Like their holes were pretty big. So a lot of the girls, they had to wear leggings underneath. Now if it was just like what they showed, just a little bit like you barely look, they didn't bother. It wasn't that strong. But at that time, Abercrombie and Fitch came out with these de-stressed, jeans, and they had like big rips in the legs and like right near the side hip and stuff like that. Well, smaller, but they said no, leggings with those. But it's for the shoulders and stuff, not that big deal. But like that one girl, that's what you go to the club with. That little front piece with the little straps in the back and nothing else. Someone could just rip that front part off. Those little straps ain't gonna cover shit. Ain't gonna like hold on to that little cheap ass fabric that you got from Etsy. Probably Temu. Cheap ass shit they get from there. But yeah.
School, y'all, we couldn't even show our shoulders. Y'all remember when we couldn't wear spaghetti straps or like the white beaters? We couldn't wear those. If it was revealing that shoulder, baby, we was getting sent right on home.
The shorts had to be past our fingertips, standing like this. Not only could we not wear shorts, though, we also could not wear leggings or yoga pants. We couldn't wear tank tops, say that for fingertips. I don't even know. Like, I'm not kidding. The days that you could get away with wearing like leggings, I'm not kidding. Leggings with a big t-shirt, like a miracle.
But as society started to progress and trends started to rise, a lot of people started pushing back on these dress codes, saying that they were almost causing more harm than good.
Now, 14-year-old Natalie Chidoni and her friends want to see what they call outdated dress codes changed. Chidoni said any holes in the pants above one's knee is a violation. Skirts and dresses have to be no less than 2 inches above your kneecap, and you can't show any shoulders. Now, if you're wearing leggings to school, you must wear a shirt that's big enough to cover your bottom. Chidoni said that these codes target girls more than boys.
The argument was, why are kids getting pulled out of class for a tank top, girls specifically, when they're just here to learn?
It is wrong to tell a 10-year-old that she is showing too much skin and that she must wait in the office while her parents bring her a change of clothing. Because then school administrators are prioritizing her body over her education.
It's supposed to be right above the knee.
I think that's excessive.
And so teachers...
And like, what if you're in a hot climate? Like, that is hot as hell. I can't wear a tank top. But I feel like the only thing that should be like banned is like cleavage, your whole ass stomach out, booty shorts, little teeny mini skirts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Identifying kids.
But tank tops and showing shoulders, I don't think that's okay.
I think that's a little excessive. I mean, you should wear it either.
People felt like the message being taught wasn't about discipline or focus, but almost to shame or even lies the student.
School dress codes are a way in which our society children. When I see teenagers, I saw children. At no point in my brain was I noticing like what they were wearing.
Are y'all slow? I think it's desexualizing them. Because obviously if you're a young girl and you have bigger breasts and your cleavage is all out, people are going to look, okay? Even some of the weirdo teachers are going to look, and the little boys are going to look. Like, that is more so protecting the girl. It's not like, oh, we're looking at you in a sexual manner. It's to desexualize you so nobody here can look at you in a sexual manner. Exactly. Like, you shouldn't be having your goods out. And obviously, it's not going to be the same for men because they don't have the same body parts as us. So that argument, I don't think, makes a lot of sense either. They don't have titties. They don't have ass. So you can't really say that. And they don't get preyed upon nearly as much as young girls do. So.
And how many guys do you see wearing booty shorts and wearing, like, you know, they wear jeans and stuff like that. They don't have their wearing boot, like Daisy Duke shorts that their balls and dick are just hanging out on one leg. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of difference between the guys and the girls. And I agree with her on that. They want to cover up because some girls are going to be different body shape than others.
If anything, I feel like that's desexualizing them and protecting them. So your solution is let's let them have everything out on display.
That makes no
and
sense.
then just don't I don't understand this way of thinking. I don't think it makes a lot of sense.
I was way more focused on making sure they understood how to graph quadratic.
That's you. There are perverts though. There are perverts that seep through. Okay, some teachers are perverts.
Yeah.
They don't obviously know who the pervert is when they hire them, but they're looking. So it's like, no, we want to make sure that the young girls are covered up.
Equations than I was about if their t-shirt covered their belly button.
Now, this is one of the reasons why I believe schools started letting up on dress codes, but comment your opinion down below. Now, here's where the consistency started switching up.
That woman was trying. She's just looking at her own objective. She's not even going outside the box and thinking like other people could be. She's thinking just her perspective. It's kind of narrow-minded, in my opinion, on her thought, because she's not thinking outside the box whatsoever.
Came to dress codes. And keep in mind, every school is different. So one school may enforce dress codes a bit more, but you'll always have that other school that just lets kids wear whatever they want. And once that kind of contrast starts showing up, and then you throw social media in the mix, suddenly dress codes seem more like a suggestion than a rule. All it takes is one viral TikTok of a girl in a crop top and a micro skirt with the caption, "Back to school fit."
Outfit of the day for the first day of school. My tank is from Alfred and then my skirt is from Cider.
And suddenly, the girl who got dress coded for leggings realizes that the rules aren't the same everywhere else. So fast forward to now, we have kids now dressing not for the space, but more for themselves. And you're probably thinking, Janae, isn't this a good thing that kids are starting to express and dress for themselves? And while yes, it's a great thing that kids today have the freedom to express themselves through what they wear, but somewhere along the way, self-expression started turning into full fashion freedom, and now it's quite obvious that modesty did not make the school supply list this year. From mini skirts to ultra crop tees, it seems like schools nowadays are letting kids push the boundaries between self-expression and borderline exposure.
Girl. No.
Hey, it's Christopher Bell. I'm here with Interstate Batteries. We've got some really cool stuff going on. Get ready to check it out. Come on.
Look at this Daisy dude. All your parents should.
While I was researching for this video,
the parents are also at fault. Why
That's what I'm saying.
School, but I know some kids will walk out the house with one thing and then they change when they get to school. So
my jaw was on the floor.
I said I didn't even think about that. I should have thought about that because Scary Movie even did that. Remember that one girl? That girl's so fake, and she walked up. She's like, "Is he gone?" And she just ripped it off. I should have known better. That doesn't make the females look any better though, because that looks like it's more of the girls do that than the boys won't be doing that. Where they go and run out? Is my parents gone? And then they rip off their clothes and all they got is a jock strap on, like, and walk around for the rest of the day looking like that. No. Girl, and these little crop tops and stuff, I
feel like in every single video I say this, but am I a prude?
You're just trying to grow up way too fast. These kids are just trying to grow up way too fast. They don't want to be kids anymore, and that's because of social media, and I can blame that on social media totally, yes. They see all these older folks go, kids don't want to be kids anymore. It's a shame.
I'm only 23 years old, but I feel like a 98-year-old grandma scrolling through these back-to-school outfits.
Every day I come on this app and I feel like a senior citizen. What is going on with kids in the high school? This girl is
high school. You look like you in high school. You look like you 16. Talk about you 98. Well, that's good though, because you have a better mindset than some of these other young girls. She looks like should be in high school. She's like, I feel like I'm 100 years old. Well, good. I have that mindset. You can dress accordingly to where if you dress like that and 18 years old, go to the club, fine. But for a school setting, I agree. Be a little bit more professional. Show up like it's a job.
She got dress coded for literally wearing a sports bra and underwear to school.
school. And to say I thought the students were going too far, but wait till we get to the teachers. Now, I graduated high school in 2020. In that 5-year time span, they're letting kids wear sports bras with blue jeans. Am I missing something? Well, apparently I am, because these outfits aren't just slipping through the cracks. No, they're walking straight through the front doors of these facilities. In a lot of schools, this is the standard for these young students. Now it's completely normal to see belly buttons out, thighs out, chest showing. And when the school isn't even blinking an eye, that's the most concerning part. Now, a lot of people are going to argue and say it's just a crop top. Let them wear what they want to wear. Why are you looking? Why are you making it weird? We've heard it all.
I wish I would shut the up and let these high schoolers wear whatever they want to wear to school. But oh, y'all kids going back to school looking like hoes, so the what? And the fact that it's mostly grown men saying, oh, y'all kids wearing all this new shit. Why staring at the pictures? Why is you even looking? Why you ain't scroll? Like, that's the weird
But this isn't about policing children. It's about establishing boundaries in educational and professional spaces. Schools were always supposed to have some kind of standard. Like we mentioned earlier, uniforms, maybe pajamas to school. What happened to dressing for success?
And where does it end? Where does the line end? So can a student come showed up in her bathing suit? Like, where does it end to where you could be like, okay, that's too much? So I don't think that makes sense at all.
Dressing for success was the goal back then. What are the kids dressing for today? If you haven't already guessed, you must be new here, because it is definitely social media. And one thing I will do is blame everything on social media. These kids are growing up watching these celebrities, IG baddies, influencers who live in corsets and cutouts and barely their outfits.
Whatever she wants to do when she is old enough, she can do. For 12-year-old Northwest,
12-year-old. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the reason I'm talking about. This is the fucking reason. Here you go. Kim Kardashian, this fucking... I can't stand this Armenian whore. I swear to God, she is a high-class prostitute. Kanye West lost his mind. He lost his mind. This poor little girl has 2 nitwits for parents. And I'm sure Kim has some mother, I hope that she has some kind of maternal, and at least she's not, but look at this, 12 years old. See, that's the thing is though, other kids around see this, 10 years old, 11 years old, maybe even a little younger than, see this. Oh, this is fine. Kim Kardashian is cool. She's a cool mom. Mom, why aren't you a cool mom? This is the reason why I'm so glad I don't have kids. I'm so glad I'm a gay man and I don't have... I would probably be dead from a stroke because I'd be very...
I will all of you! Daddy, chill.
Fucking out of your mind. You know.
Blue hair and a corset. I feel like my parents were a little bit more strict on me. I am fine with her expressing herself and having fun with it.
These platforms turned baddie culture into the default, so now these young kids are showing up to school dressed like their favorite influencers or somebody who went viral.
Celebrities teach our children materialism. Oh, yes. It's all about the stuff. If you have this stuff, then you'll be great. And then you can look this way, because of course another thing that they teach is it's all about the looks, right? It's all about what you cut off or what you put on or how you cut off.
Exactly. Or maybe even what fast fashion recommends as back to school. I came across a back to school ad from Shein. Now you tell me.
Not Shein.
Does this look like back to school attire? Or am I tripping? Maybe back to college.
Right.
But how is a 13-year-old supposed to determine that? As uncomfortable as it is, the algorithm does not care about age. It only cares about what performs well. And in today's day, what performs well is tight, revealing, and not classroom appropriate. So what happens when the authoritative figures that these students look up to start following by these same social media rules? You ask. Well, it gets a little hard to enforce the rules when you're the one breaking them too. Now listen, I know every teacher is not like the teachers that I will be showing examples of today. But as of now, Everybody's catching strays. There has been a bit of a shift when it comes to the teacher aesthetic. Growing up, a lot of your teachers maybe had a specific look to them. Maybe they always wore the same cozy cardigan.
Oh my God. There's the quintessential teachers I was taught by. Here you go. Here you go. These are the teachers I grew up with. These little outfits and stuff like that. Looks like freaking, you know, Barbara Bush. They all look like a bunch of Barbara Bushes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're not trying to look like they're from, you know, a strip club.
Practical footwear, like orthopedic shoes for standing most of the day.
Denim dresses and overalls had teachers across the nation in a chokehold. But if you pulled up to the first...
Yeah, this is how... I was just a teacher dressing. Obviously, you don't have to dress like this.
No,
obviously.
But still.
But the fucking skin tight bodycon, no, bitch.
...at school, and your teacher was rocking these. You already knew it was going to be a good year because all the best teachers rock this.
Well, how about kids today are recognizing their teacher's specific look by which pair of club heels they'll be wearing that day?
Hey, Miss Williams. It's Monday. Good morning, Miss Williams. Good morning.
Now,
and why are you carrying this purse to the door?
I'm all for a woman feeling and looking good in her heels, but there's always a time and place, and a classroom is not it. Somewhere along the line, the classic teacher look started to fade, and instead of cardigans or classic flats, we're seeing tight dresses, bodycon skirts hugging every curve, and leather 5-inch heels. And I really hate to say it, but instead of looking ready to teach, it's looking a lot more like ready for bottle service.
Hello.
And not knowing what you're doing is one thing, but blatantly posing to show your assets.
And that one teacher, the first teacher that she showed that had on the club heels at the door, I watched a couple other of her videos. This bitch is trifling as hell. She be writing on the board and like... and she be like jiggling her ass as she write on the board. I swear, she needs to be fired. She is so fucking trifling. Like she'll set up her camera and show her like writing on the board. Literally, you could tell she's deliberately like shaking her booty as she's like writing on the board. You can tell it's not like a natural jiggle from movement. No, she's like slightly twitching her ass. Gross, bro. These people are fucking disgusting.
In the classroom,
fired.
You know what you're doing. You know, and that's the part that makes a lot of us very uncomfortable. And honestly, it makes me very uncomfortable talking about this topic, but this is a conversation that we need to have. I hate accusing people of very serious things without reason.
I'm gonna accuse it if we have proof. That's like if a male teacher was up there and he wearing fucking sweats with his dick print showing. We're gonna have something to say. Like, you're doing the same thing. You're having these clothes really tightly hug your assets, and you're even like trying to move your assets on purpose as you're up there on the like, no, bitch.
Behavior that we are seeing.
We see what you're doing.
It's starting to raise a lot of eyebrows, and for the right reasons. When it comes to spaces like schools where children are, it's not just about what you're wearing anymore. It's about the intention behind why you're wearing it.
Given that you're not there to teach, you're there to accessorize and have photo shoots every damn day. Because why are you posted up on a bus like it's the club wall in 2002?
Now, some people even go as far to say that these type of teachers are looking for certain attention from students, or maybe competing with students.
Let's just keep it real and admit that some teachers enjoy attention from students.
We're not calling women enough. Like, these teachers who are going to school in bodycon outfits, BBLs, and heels that you would wear to the club, to school, like, wanting to be attractive to children is a thing that
Exactly.
And for just a second, let's play enemy's advocate. Let's say we try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because if we're being real, most of their outfits, most of these women are fully covered. They're not showing any skin.
It's too tight,
some would
though.
say
That's
that
the
they're
problem.
good. It's just The classroom isn't the place to blur the line between professional and provocative. And before anyone says, oh, she's only calling these women out because they're curvy or they have more figures than other women, that is not the case.
There's a way to dress.
This topic in my video, nobody likes modesty on fat women. Curvy women shouldn't be shamed for wearing the same things that a skinnier woman could wear. But we also can't pretend like context doesn't matter.
Like, I can't stand when people say that, oh my God, how can she hide her curves and da-da-da, like, put it on some actual clothes. Back in my days, I remember where teachers was wearing like long cardigans. They never wore tight-fitted clothes.
A lady told me a while back, when I became developing, you gotta get a butt cape. What is a butt cape? It's a long cardigan. It's not just, she can't help how she's shaped. She can. But you can help how you dress.
Some outfits just...
She can't... That's what I meant. Like, she obviously can't help how she's naturally shaped. But you know what the fuck you have. That's like me with my big-ass chest. I'm up here wearing a skin-tight shirt that shows cleavage. I'm not going to do that in front of children. They're going to look. Versus someone who's skinny, who wears a tighter shirt. Like, you know, it's not going to look as provocative. But that's just the reality, that it looks more provocative when you have more curves. So you have to be aware of that and aware that, oh, children are looking at me. They're watching me. This is common sense.
Aren't meant for certain environments. Now, a lot of you may not think it's a big deal.
It goes back to what I've been saying. It's that main character syndrome. Everyone that all of a sudden it's the case. They all have the case of the me's. Everyone has the bad case of the me's. It is crazy. Just like you see it, they post pictures like she's. What did she say? She's posted on that bus like it was the club from the 90s, the club wall from the 90s. That was a great description of that. That's hilarious.
Teenagers wearing whatever they want, teachers expressing themselves.
Y'all weird if y'all think that. This is just all a lot. And this is one of the many, many, many reasons on the long list of reasons why I will never have children. I don't want to be stressed out about this type of thing. I don't want to be worried about what the fuck your teacher wearing. And I got to worry about what you wearing. It's too much. All y'all leave me alone. Everybody go to hell. But yeah, this is ridiculous. And there definitely should be rules around this type of thing. But apparently it's not. And these things are acceptable these days. Very sad. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. And I'll see y'all next time.
Bye. Well, I'll tell you this. Oh shit! I keep on. I hope that didn't mess up my mic. I can't. Some of those. That first one. She did look like she was butt naked. I was like, what the fuck? I agree. You know what you're doing when you're wearing those outfits. Are you kidding me? And Dee makes me laugh. She's like, you got a BBL with your teacher money. You spent your teacher money on that BBL. First of all, I thought the teachers were all complaining that you don't get paid enough. But you get paid enough to get a BBL? What? Make it make sense. How is that? After these teachers talk about it's hard to even live and you're getting BBL? Girl. And getting flesh-colored tights? Jesus. Some of those dresses. Yeah, I agree with Dee on that. I'm so glad. Jesus. But yeah, as soon as they, come complicit with that whole dress code, it just goes downhill. It doesn't happen overnight. It just happens from one generation to another. But social media, it really, I think, enhanced that. Just advanced that real quick. Because back in the day before social media, you get your news from the radio, from newspapers, from other people, It wasn't so. Now you can. Everyone has a smartphone. You get information like that. It's crazy. I'm glad I went to high school in the 90s. This is crazy. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Let me know, what was your high school like? Were you more reserved in your high school? Was your high school more reserved, or was it wild and out like they're going to the club? I'm really curious. I kind of told you what my school was a little bit like. It wasn't like that. It was just, wasn't, not too bad, but you had to dress appropriately. But yeah, I got a video coming out in the morning at 8 a.m. Check that out. It is the reactor spotlight for Choose This, Bring Her to, Bring Her Back. Bring Her Back. That's the name of it. Bring Her to Me. Bring Her Back. That's coming out in the morning. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. And take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Love, peace, and grease. And bye.